What's going on, guys? The NHL 20 gameplay trailer is finally here. We're going to get our first look here at some actual gameplay. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started here with the trailer. Probably going to play like the first 30 seconds or so and talk about it. Keep going like that. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, here you go.
With the introduction of RPM Tech in NHL 19, we delivered a revolutionary new skating engine that overhauled control and responsiveness in our skating. In NHL 20, we're using the same cutting-edge technology to deliver RPM Tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltender animation. Thanks to RPM Tech 2.0, NHL 20 now looks, feels, and plays better up and down the ice.
Alright guys, we're just going to pause it there. Like I said, I'm going to kind of break it down here into sections. Right here, I actually want to talk about this. You might not have noticed it in the trailer, but this is actually a new camera angle. Pans back into the crowd, shows them celebrating. So there's actually a ton of new camera angles in this game. I'm not sure if it's really been mentioned much before that. So I just will go back to the very beginning now. Mute it here. So obviously, we have Ovi doing one of the signature shots. Same there with Taves, McKinnon. I think there's like 35 or something in total. Right here, guys, will actually throw a picture on screen showing you guys just some like the breakdowns of the signature shots. You can see the different wind-ups, the follow-throughs, and how like kind of all those guys are different. So looking forward to that. I don't think it actually affects the shot at all. Right here you can see Ben Ross, gameplay producer. So he's one of the main guys we work with when we go to Vancouver for the Game Changer events. He's the guy, he's all about the gameplay. Might be like the hardest working guy on the NHL franchise. So huge respect for him. Obviously, he's the one that's behind a lot of these game changes, like skating last year, shooting, and goalie this year. So revolutionary new skating system, like I mentioned, that was NHL 19. This year it's more focused on the shooting and the saves. So right there you can see kind of Nolan Patrick's wind-up, how he kind of comes down in one knee to take the shot again. Tons of that for all the different players, and I'm sure they probably reuse some for certain guys. Lundqvist even, you can kind of see the new goal animations. Gensel picking up the puck in stride, doesn't slow down, keeps going here by Hedman. Drysdale McDavid, you can see he kind of picks it up like this and then shoots it. It's kind of like all one fluid motion. You can kind of get a better look at it there. So before he actually snipes it on Quick, who's a bit too deep in his net. Price even there. How you're gonna control the rebound. Obviously you mentioned that in the other video. Tons of new save animations there for the goalies. Right there you can even get a good look at Max Domi's face. Same with Kyle Palmieri. Looks like they've actually might have added some new real life faces to this game. I know some guys didn't really look at themselves, but now it looks a lot better. So I think this is where we're starting off. Brent Burns taking the shot. Let's see what happens next.
NHL 20, with a complete overhaul to shooting animations and introduction of signature shots. Every shot is different. Signature shots showcase the unique styles and attributes of individual players. Whether you're Austin Matthews setting up a toe drag wrist shot, PK Subban with the high wind-up booming slap shot, or Ovechkin with the seamless one-timer, you'll be able to feel like a superstar and snipe like one too. In addition...
Alright guys, just going to pause it there. So a lot of things I liked there. I guess where were we? We started out with Brent Burns, right? So Brent Burns, obviously, it looks a lot like him. You can see he just snipes it there. So these are just the signature shots. Stone there, the spinorama from behind the goal line and then sniping it. That was nasty. Right there you can see he just picks the corner there on Ranta. Right here we actually have our first look at the overhead shot. So this is pretty awesome. Again, we actually get a look at the scoreboard I was talking to you guys about. It's something I mentioned. I think it's going to take a lot of getting used to. You can see just period there, the time, 0-0. It says power play there on the right, but I just found when I was playing, a lot of times I was looking like above the scoreboard, so I didn't actually know how much time is left. But I'll leave you guys' thoughts on this. What do you think of how it looks? Right now the YouTube thing's in the way a little bit, but still you can see there what it's supposed to look like. And then obviously I think this is actually our first shot of overhead gameplay. So when you're looking at overhead, it doesn't look too different, although Stammer there on the one knee, that looked very nice for sure. And then a close-up there. I mean, that looks like Stamkos taking a slap shot, so that's sick. Shea Weber, I think we actually might have saw that one in the cover trailer, just like for 2 seconds, him taking the booming slap shot. Sagan there winds up again. So looks like one-timers, if you're going to time them, they're going to look sick, probably have a good chance of scoring. So Matthews there does a deke, a shot within a deke. I'm going to slow this one down here. So you can see, where's the speed? Do we have speed? There you go. Let's put 0.25 here. So Matthews does this little toe drag, and then as he does the toe drag, he doesn't even finish the toe drag yet, and he actually is already shooting the puck. Looks like he actually goes through Severson's legs there and snipes it on Schneider, so that's sick. You can actually shoot like within a deke now. The deke doesn't have to finish the animation, so I think that's really sick. It's going to provide a bunch of new scoring opportunities. Again, here's some more overhead gameplay. Devils here on the power play. We actually have our first look at Subban as a Devil in NHL 20. I can see he's got his high, like, wind-up signature shot there. And again, you have a look at the scoreboard. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on that. And so right there you can see Subban's big wind-up, claps it back to the net. Same with Ovi there in his office. You can see his is a bit different, how his knee comes down. Like I showed you before in that picture, you can actually kind of see broken down how all the different signature shots are slightly different. This, I think, is awesome. So because there's no longer an NBC presentation package, they actually have their own. This goal here, big letters, the Capitals logo, I think that looks very, very sharp. We're actually going to see this at the end of the trailer. Another way it looks, Hedman there, you can just see huge clapper, top corner. Ristolainen, I think he could have blocked with his face if he moved over a bit. And so I think this is about where we left off, so I'll watch the next 30 seconds here.
In addition, RPM Tech allows us to add contextual shots, giving you realistic animations in any circumstance. In NHL 19, shot animations lacked full coverage, meaning players took unrealistic or ineffective shots. In NHL 20, contextual shots allow the player to take the correct shot in the correct situation by taking into account multiple factors, including distance from the net, puck placement, and movement coming out of dekes. Imperfect passes will force the player to have to readjust, reducing accuracy and strength, where precise passes will result in a powerful, accurate shot. Contextual shots will reward better body positioning, timing, and twitch skill, allowing for more fulfilling and realistic gameplay.
I guess I want to pause it there. So contextual shots, signature shots obviously is kind of like how the superstars take their shots. Contextual shots has to do with, as Ben said, like the way in which your player is going to use kind of space, how he's receiving the puck, where the goalie is. All of that kind of information is going into the way he's going to take the shot, whether it's on the backhand, forehand, the power involved, everything like that. So I really like these, definitely when we were playing the game in Vancouver. I think back when it was still like an alpha, I definitely noticed it. So I'll mute it here, just kind of look at it there. So you can see kind of like the way they kick their leg up. Also right here, I think this is Kokiniemi. Looks like he actually might have a game face, so Habs fans should be happy about that. And he looks kind of angry there taking the shot. So maybe a bit more emotion now in their player faces in game. NHL 19, I like it showing some of the worst case scenarios there in NHL 19. Trying to take a backhand from the point, which, you know, it does happen. It's terrible when it does, so that shouldn't happen anymore in NHL 20. Wheeler there goes for like a spinning, I don't know, backhand. Again, these things that like NHL players are smart enough not to go for those opportunities. In NHL 20, they should have those NHL smarts, and they should, you know, react based on where the puck's coming. Right there, that would suck. When you have a guy wide open in front of the net, one time it goes through like his skating stick, like reposition yourself a little bit, especially if it's a high-rated player. So that really shouldn't happen anymore. Right there, actually have a look at Crosby's game face. I think it's the same, but Crosby, obviously, him, McDavid, all the superstars, they're going to make sure they get right. So comes in there on the backhand. Looks like forehand, backhand might still be a very good way to score. Little sauce there. I'm not sure who that was. And then Kreider just banks it in. DeBrincat here. Again, this is a backhand bank in. So that's not really something you see a lot in NHL 19. Usually when you go for the one-timer, it's always on the forehand. So the fact that not only is it a backhand, but let me actually slow it down here. Looks like he actually kind of reaches out there almost with one hand. Let me play this slowly for you guys. So right here you can see DeBrincat skating in. Goes for the backhand. You can see how he kind of like reaches forward a bit. He does have two hands on the stick, but definitely extends there to make sure he gets that puck in. So again, just tons of new shot animations. Really a fan of these. Matt Dumba there you can see for the wind-up. I think that might have tipped in off of somebody. Thomas Tatar here. Looks like he's kind of almost like falling to his side and just kind of takes the wrister there. So again, tons of stuff you're not seeing before. Giroux, little toe drag to the backhand. That was actually nasty. Top shelf. And that's kind of showing you guys how, based on where they're receiving the puck, we actually saw how this kind of was made, like the engineers or animators, I'm not sure what you'd call them, where they were working. And very, very cool. Very tedious as well. They actually have to like move each body part frame by frame, so you actually see kind of just all the work that goes into it. I found it very interesting though. Some more overhead here, again on the power play, but just showing you kind of how power play will show up there. 1-0 for the Rangers. Little one-timer there, all alone. Obviously, he's just going to clap that in. You can see, so he actually goes down with the one knee there. Just kind of get more power on the shot. Love to see that. I think that was Panarin there. We actually get a look at him as a Ranger. That's sick. Tarasenko, little backhander. O'Reilly, he just kind of puts a bit of a tip on it and goes in. So right there you can see Kane at the backhand tip, and I think that's Marchessault. Little deep there going 5-hole. Really what I'm hoping is we're no longer going to have a situation where sometimes you would get that pass and then you would get the puck like in the crease and your guy instead of shooting it would just like grab the puck and sit there, and then you'd have to shoot it after, and sometimes those like fractions of a second was enough time for the goalie to come over and save it. So hopefully now it's all just fluent, it's instant. You get that puck no matter where you are, and you're banking it in the back of the net, you're shooting in the back of the net, obviously depending on distance to the goal. So I think this is where we left off. I'll play here and see McKinnon's shot.
RPM Tech also adds another level of responsiveness to gameplay through explosive transitions. In NHL 19, a player would enter a glide and lock trajectory when receiving the puck, forcing the player to slow down or lose responsiveness. In NHL 20, explosive transitions allow you to take the puck in stride, anticipate a turn before receiving the puck, and retain your speed, allowing every player to make plays in motion, just like NHL superstars.
Alright guys, so I'm going to pause it there. This explosive transitions is probably the thing I noticed the most when we were actually in Vancouver playing the game. I think just because you're so used to like getting a pass, stopping, having to like, you know, push it up, get going, or a lot of times too, like it showed there, I think with Johansson, like I would notice so many scoring chances when I'm playing the game where basically this happens, right? Like you get a pass, you should be on a breakaway, but when you get it, you go the wrong way for just a second or two, and that allows the defenseman to come back and catch you. So now that's not going to happen, and because of that, so many more breakaways in NHL 20, but they're earned breakaways, right? Like if you make a nice pass, you catch the defenseman, you deserve to have a breakaway. So now you're actually going to get it. Crosby here over to Gensel. You can see he picks it up, keeps going. Marchand is actually pretty sick, just kind of like the spinorama. You can just kind of see the skating there. Picks it up, goes right into the spin. Pavelski right on Kane's stick there. You can see just no stop, and he's going to give it right back to Edward Vlasic, who's up in the play. You can see little one knee there. So again, just tons of new shot animations with like the smoothness of puck pickups, the signature shots, the new shot animations, kind of affects skating. I think like the gameplay hopefully should be some of the best we've seen in years, especially too with the new intelligence saves, which I guess we're going to see here next.
We've heard your feedback and we've raised the game for goalies. In NHL 19, goalies did not have the expansive tool set to control the puck, too often resulting in soft rebounds and scoring chances. In NHL 20, goalies in position and in control will have the ability to take over the game with all new controlled saves, redirects, and a whole new suite of covers. Additionally, AI goalies are more aware of threats on the ice, impacting their positioning and how they handle the puck. With the addition of RPM Tech to the stick, explosive transitions, and all new tools for goalies, NHL 20 delivers the most responsive and realistic gameplay the NHL franchise has ever seen, making the game feel better, play better, and look better.
Alright guys, so that's it there for the gameplay trailer, but I want to talk a lot about the intelligent saves. This is another thing, I don't know if it's explosive transitions or intelligent saves, which one I kind of am the biggest fan of, or the one I guess I noticed the most. It might, I said it was transitions, it might be saves, because it's just like the easiest I guess to pick up on. So as it's showing here in NHL 19, you can just throw like a stinker on net, rebound, goal. That's like what a lot of people like to do to score. I know Junior Penn's a big fan of that. Shout out to him. So right there you can see a high rebound, still bounces out, and it's a goal. So a lot of times you just throw pucks on net, which in real hockey, you know, you do throw pucks on net and you can get a chance. But a lot of times, like in NHL 19, I just felt it wasn't, say, deserved. Like the goalie really should have been controlling that. And so that happens now. Basically, it says intelligent saves, improved goalie AI. Sum it up, goalies are smarter, and I think it's really like necessary because goalies sometimes are just not smart enough. So you can see here, Carey Price banks this shot into the corner and with his stick, and it's really good because now goalies can kind of sense like, oh, there's a guy coming down for the 2-on-0. I'm not just gonna hit it right out to the guy that's open. I'm gonna hit to the other side into the corner and make sure my defensemen have a chance to get back. Even so, you can see as soon as that puck hits Murray, he's going down to cover it up. I'm not letting the player have a chance. This is actually a new save animation. Dubnyk reaching behind him there to cover that up with the glove. Something we wouldn't see in NHL 19. He actually sits on it. We did see them like lay down, but never before like sitting kind of on his glove there. Holtby there with the block into the corner. This was sick. Eberle reaching back with one hand on the stick, on the boards, bringing it back in front of him. I think that's a sick puck pickup. Hopefully see that. Some more Reinhardt there. This is another one too. Dubnyk. He actually gets a shot on the chest, so as we saw before with the high rebound, bounces off him and led to a goal here, catches on his chest. You see goalies do that a lot in real life. Never before we see that in an NHL game, so finally they have that. And then McDavid here, a little give and go, gives the puck away. I think that's Draisaitl. And then this is sick. He gets it back, and he actually like anticipates the pass and just shoots it immediately for kind of the snapshot there, down on one knee. And as it turns out, he scores. We don't see it go in, but this is another thing after the goal. Again, with the presentation package, I love it. I know a lot of people liked NBC, but this just looks so much more modern, almost futuristic. I think it's sick. So you actually see McDavid's headshot here, full name there, position, number, logo, time, the two players that assisted it, and then of course you have the team celebration going on behind him. Obviously, before that, we probably would have saw like the goal we saw earlier. So, a huge fan of this presentation package. The only thing I'm a bit kind of worried about, I guess, would be the score clock at the bottom. It's still a bit new to me. I think it's going to take some getting used to. But that is it, guys, for the gameplay trailer. So, like I said, a lot of things to be excited for. They kind of show what they got wrong with NHL 19. Of course, we saw Subban with the Devils, Panarin with the Rangers. I think I covered most of it. I hope I did. I didn't want to miss anything for you guys. There's actually 2 articles you can read up on. One on the all-new signature shots, contextual shots, as well as one on the new goalie save animations. We've pretty much covered it all in this video, as well as my last NHL 20 video. Basically, they're just saying tons of new shot animations. Players are now smarter about how they shoot the puck and like the ways they, corral it before they shoot. And then kind of like I already mentioned, goalies essentially just now a lot better. They know where to redirect the puck now, better at controlling rebounds. One interesting thing I actually did read is it said how the ways that goalies are going to redirect the puck into the corner and control rebounds is actually heavily factored by their rating. So a lot of years past, I would say pretty much the last 5 years, it seems like goalies' ratings didn't really matter too much. Size was more important than rating, especially like if you had an 80 overall Bishop, he'd be better than like an 85 6-foot goalie. So it says how ratings are really going to affect these new goalie save animations and stuff like that. So curious to see if goalie ratings are more important now in NHL 20 than years past. Obviously, with my limited hands-on, I don't think I can make that judgment yet, but maybe that's a thing that is the case in NHL 20. I think that'd be really good, as goalie ratings should matter more than they have. So that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.